Hi, I'm Sanjay, currently pursuing as a third year biomedical engineering student at SNS College of Technology, Coimbatore. Today, I'm here with a case study video on the topic robotics. Robotics is the engineering and operation of machines that can be autonomously or semi-autonomously perform physical tasks on behalf of human. Typically, robots perform tasks that are either respective or too dangerous for a human to carry out safely. Mechanical robots use sensors, actuators, data processing to interact with the physical world. Someone who makes their living in robot must have strong background in mechanical engineering, electrical engineering and computer programming. In recent years, the field of robotics has begun to overlap machine learning and artificial intelligence. To help avoid confusion, the word bot is no longer used to describe a physical robot. Instead, it is used to describe a software robot that does not have a mechanical body. The field of robotics has greatly advanced with several new general technologies achievements. One of its great rise to big data, which offers more opportunity to build programming capability into robotic systems. Another is the use of new kind of sensors which are connected to monitor environment aspects like temperature, pressure, light, motion and more. All of these several robotics and the generation of more complex and sophisticated robots for many uses including manufacturing, health and safety and human assistance. The field of robot also intersects with issues around artificial intelligence. Since robots are physically discrete units, they are perceived to have their own intelligence, albeit one limited by their programming and capabilities. This idea has generated new debates over traditional science fiction theories such as the laws of robotics, which address the interaction of humans with robots in some mechanized future.
Hello everyone, I am K. Anandan from BE Biomedical Engineering at third year. And I am going to talk about advantage and disadvantage of robotics. First, we go to see advantage. A human cannot work for 24 into 7, but robot can work. And uh, in the industries and company areas, we have to give a salary for a human, but robots cannot. We can start. We did not give to salary for the robots. So I think robot is a better than a human. And in that the same industries areas, we humans need a break, like tea break, lunch break, but robots do not need a break. So it work for 24 into 7. And the disadvantages: the robots are highly cost, and maintaining costs are highly expensive, and robots can work like we programmed robots are worked for the programming works. That's
Components of robotics. First, we look at sensors. Sensors are the powerhouse of the robot's feedback mechanism. They act as the eyes and ears for the robots and get information from its surroundings. A typical robot uses various types of sensors. For example, a robot using contact and proximity sensor. For example, a robot using contact and proximity sensor helps it to navigate between the human workers and confidently and safely work around the human. Next, CPU. One of the main components of a robot is found in any computer-driven technology, the central processing unit. The central processing unit acts as the brain of the robot. In other words, a CPU is the robot component that provides feedback to the outside stimuli. In the anatomy of robots, CPU functions similar to the human brain. Data comes in through sensors just as information comes to the neurons in your brain through your body senses. Then the CPU interrupts and acts accordingly. Actuators. Actuators function like muscles. Actuators are small motors attached directly to the structure of the machine that facilitate movement. Some of the most common types include hydraulic actuators, pneumatic actuators and electric actuators. End effectors. Another quality that most robots have in common is end effectors. The terms effector and end effector are sometimes and are interchangeable. Both items refers to the tools aboard the robot, the parts that perform the actual work and interact with the environment or a workspace. Power supply. Just like human beings consume food when they need energy, robots need energy to function as well. Almost all robots receive their power from electricity. Power supplies can still take many different forms. However, stationary robots like those in factories receive direct power just like any other appliance. Mobile robots typically sport high-capacity batteries, while robotic probes and satellites are generally equipped with solar panels for harvesting energy from the sun. Thank you.
Hi, I am Deepak, pursuing third year biomedical engineering at SNS College of Technology, and I am here to talk about case study of on the topic of robotics. And under that I am going to talk about the fields of robotics. And the fields of robotics are operator interface, mobility or locomotion, manipulators and effectors, programmings and sensing and prescription. Number 1, operator interface. A robot, even those that perform autonomously, is only as good as its ability to effectively communicate with a human controller. It's important to note that while robotic automation technologies have truly revolutionary industries, manufacturing production, human workers are still a very necessary part of this equation. And the second interface is mobility or locomotion. In order of a robot to complete a task, it need to be able to move in its environment. In robotics automation, this movement is called locomotion mobility in robots. It achieves in many different ways. And the third one is manipulators and the effectors. For any robot to be worthwhile, it must be able to interact with its environment, that where manipulator and effectors come into play. And fourth one is programming. The programming is essential to the language an operator uses to communicate with the robot. Traditionally, any action that an autonomous individual robot was required to be performed had to be programmed. And finally, the last field is sensing and perception. Robots that use sensors to gather information. This information lets the robot know the physical space it occupies when it needs to go. And if any obstacles block this path, sensor also collect information to help the robot decide how to react to object and its encounter environment. Thank you.